Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. Initially, I was a little hesitant to give the voiceover and thought about giving an AI voice, but that's not the point. The point is, I want to talk about anime, its storyline, and most importantly, the characters. And in today's video, I'll be drawing Uchiha Itachi from Naruto. As a child, Itachi was different. He was matured beyond his age. He grew up watching the cruelty of war, the fragility of peace, and the cost of hatred. At an age where most children fear the dark, Itachi feared only one thing violence. That fear shaped his destiny. When the moment came to choose between his clan and his village, Itachi chose the village and the love for his little brother. Having seen the cruelty of war, he understood that hatred only ever creates more of itself. He knew that once the war was begun, it wouldn't simply end with victory or defeat. Instead, it would revive the same vicious cycle of hatred, carrying unresolved pain from the past into the present and from the present into the future. To Itachi, allowing war meant condemning generation to suffer the same wounds again and again, trapped in a never-ending loop where peace could never truly exist. As I was watching the anime, one thing I couldn't ignore about Itachi was the blankness in his eyes. The first time Itachi stands before Sasuke after that night, something about him feels profoundly different. Sasuke is filled with anger, pain, and betrayal, but Itachi feels disturbingly still. His eyes don't show love, fear, regret, or even hatred. They are blank, almost lifeless. This blankness in his eyes irritated Sasuke the most. That blankness isn't emptiness of feeling, it's the result of complete acceptance. Itachi understands the situation in its entirety, the consequences, the damage, and the cost of every possible choice. When someone reaches that level of understanding, emotion no longer rises to the surface. His eyes reflect a person who has already accepted his fate, someone who knows that there is no perfect outcome, only the choice that causes the least harm. The pain is already carried, the sacrifice already made. What remains in his case isn't cruelty or indifference, but helpless clarity, the stillness of someone who knows everything and yet has no other way. And maybe that's why his silence feels so familiar, because it isn't just a trait of a fictional character. Often, the one who truly understand what's happening are the one who end up carrying the most weight. In a world driven by power, greed, ignorance, and indifference, it's usually the kinder, more thoughtful people who choose sacrifice, not because they want to, but because they know what happens if no one does. Many people may understand what's happening, but very few are willing to act on that understanding at their own cost. What truly sets Itachi apart isn't just his intelligence, but his quiet willingness to pay the price, to keep everything from falling apart, and to restore the peace. Understanding alone isn't rare. What rare is the kind of understanding that gentle enough to care and strong enough to act even at personal cost. In his final moments, the man who spends his life hiding everything allows one thing to be seen, a smile. The same man whose eyes once felt distant and unreadable looks at Sasuke, gently touches his forehead, and smiles. It isn't the smile of victory or pride or even happiness. It feels more like relief, like someone who carried a lifetime of pain alone and can finally let it go. In that moment, Itachi isn't thinking about plans or outcomes. He sees his brother alive, and that was always enough. The smile isn't about dying, it's about knowing that the sacrifice meant something. If this video made you pause for a moment, I would really love to hear your thoughts about Itachi. Share them in the comments and subscribe if you like to see more.